Dear students, in this presentation I am going to discuss about the limiting values of sigma, the Poisson's ratio. So we have already studied about two derivations, that is no eta, that's equal to y divided by 2 into 1 plus sigma, and k is equal to y by 3 into 1 minus 2 sigma. So from equation 1, see y is equal to 2 into eta into 1 plus sigma. So this is equation number 3, and from equation 2 we have, so cross multiply, y is equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 sigma. So equation number 4. So let us find what are the limiting values of sigma. So since the LHS is same, the Young's model is y, so I can write these two relations, equation number 3 and 4. So equate the values of y, 2 eta into 1 plus sigma, so that's equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 sigma. So now if sigma is a positive quantity, sigma is equal to positive, see obviously the left hand side of this relation will be positive. So what about the right hand side? So this will be a positive value. The right hand side of this relation will have a positive value only if, see here I have a term 1 minus 2 sigma. So this is possible if sigma is less than 1 by 2. So if sigma is less than 1 by 2, then the right hand side of this relation will have a positive value. So that is, say sigma is 0.49. So in that case, say it is 2 into 0.49, 0.98. So 1 minus 0.98, that is a positive quantity. So one of the limiting values of sigma is sigma should be less than half or 0.5. And if sigma is equal to a negative quantity, so if I consider the right hand side of this relation, 1 minus 2 into a negative quantity, this will be a positive quantity. So that is possible, see, only if, so for what value of sigma, the LHS will have a positive value. So that is if sigma is less than minus 1, because I have a term 1 plus sigma here, then the LHS will have a positive value. So say if sigma is 0.99, so with a minus sign, so it is like, it will have a positive value. So the limiting values of sigma lies between 0.5 and minus 1. But see, a negative value of for sigma, so that indicates that there is an extension taking place in the object followed by a lateral expansion. So extension and expansion laterally both are not possible, so practically which is not possible. So that is why the limiting values of sigma, so that lies between 0 and 0.5 or half. So this is the limiting values of sigma, 0 and 0.5. So now let us discuss about some problems. So the first one, so here I have a problem. So that is, say, calculate the force required to produce an extension of 1 mm in a steel wire of length 2 meter and diameter 1 mm. So the Young's modulus is given here. So here, see, the extension produced x, so that is 10 power minus 3 meter, that's 1 mm. So you have to convert every quantity to SI system, that's why it is multiplied by 10 power minus 3 meters. And the length of the wire is 2 meter, and the diameter, see, 1 is equal to 1 mm, that is 10 power minus 3 meters. Young's modulus is 2 into 10 power 11 Newton per meter square. So the radius is given here, see, that is 10 power minus 3 meters. So the diameter is given here 1 mm, right? So radius is equal to d by diameter divided by 2, that's equal to 10 power minus 3 divided by 2, so that's equal to 0.5 into 10 power minus 3 meter. And the Young's modulus, so that's given by force divided by area. See, that is the Young's modulus, we know that it's a ratio of longitudinal stress to the longitudinal strain. So F by A divided by X by L, so that's equal to FL divided by AX. So therefore Y, so that's equal to FL divided by area of the wire, that is nothing but pi r square, so into X. Now substitute the values. So F is equal to, so we need to find what's the value of F, the force required. So from this relation, F is equal to pi r square into x into y divided by L. So substitute the values pi, so that's 3.14 into r, the radius 0.5 into 10 power minus 3 whole square into x, that is 10 power minus 3 into the Young's modulus, that is 2 into 10 power 11, so divided by L, so that is 2. So if you substitute the values, you will find that the answer is 78.54 Newton. So this is one of the important question. And so the second question, so one more problem. So that is, calculate the extension produced in a wire of length 2 meter and radius 0.013 into 10 power minus 2 meter due to a force of 14.7 Newton applied along its length, given y is equal to 2.1 into 10 power 11 Newton per meter square. So here once again the length of the wire, that's given 2 meter, the radius is 0.013 into 10 power minus 2 meter, force applied is 14.7 Newton, Young's modulus, that's equal to 2.1 into 10 power 11 Newton per meter square. So once again we have the expression for the Young's modulus, y is equal to FL by AX. So extension produced, that is x, so that's equal to FL divided by y into A, so that's equal to FL by y into area, that is pi r square. So substitute the values, so that's equal to force 14.7 Newton into length 2 divided by 2.11, that's 2.1 into 10 power 11, that's Young's modulus, into 3.14, that is pi, into the radius, so square. So the answer is 2.6 into 10 power minus 3 meters.